Are you one of those people that just feel like you've been drained, your energy has been drained, but there's nothing replenishing it? Matter of fact, today's show is all about what is your energy plugged into? Imagine if you have 6 units of energy and that's all you have. What are you giving yours up to? Because that's what you're doing. So welcome everybody. My name is Michael Logia. We're here live every Friday. Today I'm going to be talking about who and what is draining your energy and what you need to do to have it replenished and to get rid of those energy drainers. So bring a pen and paper ready, call in your friends, share this show today because it's all about you protecting your vibration. Well, welcome. I'm the author of these 3 best-selling books. I'm here live every Friday at 9 o'clock. Today's episode is number 233. I've been doing this for 233 Fridays. So this is your resource. This is your resource to learn more about law of attraction and NLP and your life's purpose. And you can go to this Facebook page that you're on or hangoutwithmichael.com/blog and check out all the previous episodes. You can have a Michael Marathon last your whole weekend. Let's see. I'm going to quickly introduce my 2 guests today. I got a couple of announcements, and we're going to get right to today's subject about who and what is draining your energy. Well, let's head down. We'll have John and Victoria to unmute yourself. John, Victoria, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Michael. Welcome. Thank you.
Nice to have you back today. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Victoria Gallagher. I'm a certified hypnotist. I'm also a law of attraction expert, and I run a couple of websites where I sell some amazing hypnosis recordings. I also am the founder of Personal Growth Club, which is a transformational coaching, self-coaching program to help you to achieve amazing goals in your life.
Good stuff. Well, today we're going to be talking about what might be stopping people from making that happen, which is energy drainers. So Absolutely. You're going to help me with that today. So good morning and welcome. And tell people what part of the world you're in.
I am in Cave Creek, Arizona, where it is like probably 73 degrees out right now. Yeah. Beautiful time of year.
I know. It's so bizarre. The temperatures are so different everywhere in the U.S. Well, good. Welcome back, Victoria. We're going to tap into your resources shortly. And heading out to beautiful Vancouver, BC. Good morning, John Inverarity.
Good morning. Great to be back here. Friday. It's always a pleasure. Yes, my name is John Inverarity, and I'm a certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. Love helping people removing money blocks, removing resistance to opportunity. That's a new one. Helping people with chronic pain and increasing overall well-being, health, and wellness.
Okay. And you are also the co-host of the Emotion Code Bros Show. Later on today, we're going to talk about what is cooking in that department. So welcome. And John, you're going to be reading. Come on. Before I talk about my announcements, let's do a shout out to 4 people that have joined us nice and early. We've got some loyal regulars that have done that. Who's our first one, John?
Loyals, we have Sylvia Bellini.
Okay, there we go. Sylvia Bellini's with us. Good morning, Sylvia.
Watching live. Yeah, she's got some great comments here. She's excited about the topic. We have Don Boems here as well.
Good morning. In the house.
From St. Charles, Illinois. Misty Anderson giving us the hashtag Michael Marathon.
Hey, Misty. Good stuff.
Yeah, and Helena says good morning.
Yeah. And we have Natasha Paula Samuel. I think she was the first one to join us today. Hello, Michael, Victoria, and John. Looking forward to a great show. Watching from cloudy Romford, Essex. So we're glad that you joined us again this morning, Natasha. So before we get started, 2 things. If you're looking for a reason to come to Canada's most beautiful city, we're called the Garden City for obvious reasons. On Saturday, April 7th, I'm doing a full-day seminar with my buddy David. He's doing a presentation in the first 40 minutes, and then I'm taking the show over. A full-day Law of Attraction seminar. By the time you leave this seminar, you'll understand the formula. You'll take one subject at this full-day seminar, and you'll work through all of the steps. You'll identify what you want. I'm going to teach you how to give it attention just through your word, and more importantly, what you need to do, know, and have to allow it so you can attract it. And once you learn that formula, boy, then you can apply it over and over and over again. Delilah's put the link. It's www.lawofattractionvictoria.com. Now, I've been teaching law of attraction for a number of years. I've certified 470 people in 17 countries. Imagine that. So there's probably somewhere in the world, someone is doing a law of attraction seminar. But on April 7th, you can come here. Now, maybe you're one of those people that think, I want to do that too. Well, guess what? You can. Check below on April 16th and 17th. In beautiful Las Vegas, I am doing a 2-day Train the Trainer. That's me. I'm a world-class trainer teaching you how to be a world-class trainer using NLP and accelerated learning techniques. And I'm going to show you a quick video, tell you more about it. And until Sunday, this Sunday night, I'm giving $500 off and a 3-part payment plan. Do you see yourself coming to Las Vegas?
The thing that I loved the most was the training on the learning styles and how to adapt my message to everyone in my audience.
So today I was on fire. It's my 6th time giving this presentation. I signed up for Michael Lozier's certification course back at the beginning of November, and here we are less than 2 months, and his course is already paid for itself.
Okay, there you have it. Join me in Las Vegas. You can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/certification. Delilah has put the link inside. I'm around all weekend if you want to ask me questions about how this might be appropriate for you to build your business. So thank you, Victoria, for the nice testimonial.
You're welcome.
Okay, so today we are talking about your vibrational boundaries. What does that mean? You know, we've been talking in the Hangout with Michael show about the vibrational bubble. You all remember my vibrational bubble friend? Q, vibrational bubble guy. There he is right there. And this bubble around him is a pretend bubble, but we're using that to say that's where your vibes are. And law of attraction, which is this universal energy around you, is eavesdropping to find out what the vibe. And Victoria, when law of attraction finds out the vibe that's in your vibrational bubble, what's it doing to it?
It's matching it.
That's right. What if it's negative? What's it doing to it?
It's matching it.
Really? I don't like that. You know, to me, that was the biggest thing that I learned about law of attraction, and that's why it's called the law. It's a rule. The rule is it matches. With all due respect, the law of attraction isn't very smart. It doesn't know that the vibration that's in your bubble is something that you don't want or do want, or something that's healthy or not healthy, or something that's good or bad for you. It's an O word. Victoria, even though law of attraction isn't very smart, it is very what?
Obedient.
That's right. It has a job. It's a 2-word job description. Say it when you know it. The 2-word job description for law of attraction is?
Match. Vibration.
That's it. A robot could do it. Here's a vibration. What do I do with it? Match it. Here's a vibration. What do I do with it? Match it. So we want to be very deliberate about our vibrations because law of attraction doesn't know it's friendly Michael Lozier or lucky this person. This explains why positive people in the whole world attract negative things, because they've somehow included something they didn't want in their vibration. And something they didn't want in their vibration could be their thoughts or their words or what they're observing or who they're hanging around with. So today, I want you to really understand that law of attraction is eavesdropping. Say it when you know it. When?
Right now.
Right.
And when?
And
Right
now.
That's right. It's never not responding and checking, it being law of attraction. And there's no forgiveness. There's no prejudice. There's no favoritism. It's matching, matching, matching. The goal is for you to be so deliberate about what you're including that if you do need to include something negative, maybe you're observing something negative, maybe you have a negative relationship, maybe you have a negative something, it's okay to be negative. John, I think you were on the show. We talked about this. It's okay to be negative as long as it's what?
Briefly.
Briefly. So you can get ticked off and break dishes and, curse and swear. You can put that in your vibrational bubble, but do it briefly. How long's briefly? I don't know. 10 days? Well, that's brief if it used to be 2 months, and now you're down to 10 days. And maybe you used to get ticked off and be angry for 2 days, and now you're down to 2 hours. That's briefer. So I'm not here to tell you how long briefly is, just to say, observe what you don't want briefer. Now, today's subject is about your energy. And let's just say you have 6 units of energy. What are they plugged into? Well, one of my plugs is for you watching, maybe build a list. What's one of your plugs? Well, let's just say it's your work. Or maybe you got 2 plugs plugged into work. And maybe some of you got 3 plugs plugged into work. Well, that doesn't leave a lot. So there's no judgment about where your plugs are. I just want you to be aware. Let's just say you have 6 units of energy. Well, one of them is plugged into maintaining your family relationships. So with your boyfriend or girlfriend or your husband, that's taking one. Maybe one of them is where you're volunteering. Maybe 3 plugs are your volunteering job. How's that working out for you? So the purpose of today's show is you to be aware, where are you putting your energy in? It's okay to give your energy away as long as it gets replenished. So it's one thing to expel your energy, and that means to put it out there, but it's another thing to get it replenished. Right here. What is feeding your energy that you're expelling? That volunteer position that you really don't like. It's taken up way more time than you want. Is it replenishing you? Is it replenishing you with your life's purpose? Or did you do it out of guilt? Are you ready to unplug that volunteer position? And more importantly, how about that friend that you have that just is draining your energy? I know you use the term. I know that you know that I know who you're talking about. I think we all have a friend of our life that just drains us. And then when they leave, you're still plugged into them. You're thinking, oh my God, that person just drains me every time. Now, if they replenished your energy, that would be different. Is everyone understanding? Somebody write this down. If you're going to drain your energy, it needs to get replenished. Now, I got another card to show you before I do that to make my point. John, who is saying what this morning, please?
Cindy Griffin Elder says, love this topic. I get so easily drained.
That's right. Well, I want you to get easily replenished, right? Good stuff.
Yeah. Laura Hill says, love this topic, giving you hashtag match vibrations. Yeah. Misty
Our friend
Anderson
Rajesh
says,
from Mumbai is watching. Hello, Michael, sir, John, sir, and Victoria, ma'am. There, Victoria, you got a title today. From Mumbai, India. Our friend Tamara Trubb, Michael, morning, Michael, John, and Victoria.
Barbara Rowing says, Viva Las Vegas. And Misty says, what a fun video.
Oh, great. Thanks, Misty. Now, Misty, I'm sure there's a direct flight from Alaska to, or maybe it stops in Seattle, Alaska to Las Vegas. 2 days with Michael Logie could change your life. Our friend Doug Collins from Moncton, New Brunswick, he loves watching Michael teach on Law of Attraction. Well, ideally, Doug Collins, you will come to the live Law of Attraction seminar in Moncton, New Brunswick in June. It's official. We just haven't released the hotel and the dates and all that other stuff. So Doug Collins, I'll see you in New Brunswick. Kelly Carson is saying it's hailing on the Sunshine Coast. Is that a typo? Hailing?
It might be.
The sun's so bright here, I have to wear shades, but she's not too far from me. Who else, John?
Sheldon Foster says, hello, everybody.
Hey, Sheldon.
Yeah. Char Smith says, good morning. Happy to have caught a live show.
Hey, Char. Nice to have you with us. Our friend Elise Shockley is saying, Elise here, listening in between working on my dental hygiene patients. Remember to floss. There we go. Amy Larson Strait. Hi, Michael, John, and Victoria. So, John, we're going to come back a little after the next teaching point. And, I'd be remiss if I didn't say hello to Helena J. Helena J's in the house. Now, next Saturday in Duncan Beach, I live on an island. It's a little bigger than Gilligan's Island. About an hour from where I live, up the island, is another small community. It's called Duncan, BC. And I'm heading to Duncan, BC next Saturday. And Helena and I are doing 2 emotion code presentations live. We're going to be at the, Helena, why don't you drop a note in there, tell people where it's at and the times. One is at 1 o'clock, one's at 3:30. Helena and I are going to be presenting the 7 keys to the law of attraction, and we're going to bring people up to the front of the room that have chronic pain and other physical ailments. And our goal is to remove, release, and heal those live in front of the room. Oh, I said it. Duncan, BC, March 31st. I think it's at the Country Farm Store. Yeah, you know I live on an island when it's at the Country Farm Store. It's like the Whole Foods of this small village, right? And it's real country food, real farm food. So, yeah, Sig Brown's waving hello. Good stuff. Okay, so again, today we're talking about vibrational boundaries. And a vibrational boundary is you having a boundary about what you allow in your vibration. How do you ping it away? If it's the news, you just turn the TV off. That helps you ping away. But what if it's somebody in your life? What if you're married to them? What if they're your kids or your parents or your workmates or your boss, your teachers? I know that you know that I know that you know that you have one. So today, who is draining your energy and not replenishing it? I'll give you a second to come up with the name. There, you just came up with 2. Okay. So today's subject, John, I want you to read this for me for our, a shout out to our podcast friends. John, I'm showing the picture of the vibrational bubble guy. So today, read what's on the right, please.
Yeah, vibration boundaries. Step 1 is to set them.
That's right. You have to set them first.
Step 2 is to express them. And step 3, maintain them.
Oh, I wonder which one's the hardest one of those 3. You know, setting them. Now, setting the boundary usually comes from contrast that you experienced. And contrast is things like, you know what, that's enough of that. I'm so tired of my friend calling me to complain. Like dial 1-800 to complain to somebody else. Who can we get to write this down for me today? Because I want to say a quote that people need to hear. Who can do that? Sylvia Bellini, get your fingers ready, please. People will treat me the way I allow them to. Sylvia Bellini, type that out. People will treat me the way I allow them to. So when you hang up the phone and you say, why does that drives me crazy? They always call, they just call and dump all over me and complain and just hate when they do that. Well, because you let them do it. So that contrast will birth your new boundary. So that's what I mean by setting it. But if you're going to set it, you got to tell them you set it. That's the hard part. One thing is to determine what your boundary is. And the second thing is, well, now I got to communicate that boundary. I got to express what the boundary is. There's a risk to doing that, isn't there? Well, let's hear from either one of you. We didn't talk about it, but what is the risk of telling somebody your new boundary?
They might get mad at you.
Yeah, they might get mad. They might disappear.
They might.
Can you say flick? They might just disappear.
Might not talk to them for a year or 2.
That's right. But when they come back, if you do lose that friend, when they come back, you'll have trained them how to treat you. I remember the last time I had John, boy, did that ever sting. Did that ever sting when he told me that he doesn't want to hear my complaints anymore? And the way you do that is in the next conversation. You don't call them up and say, hey, I've got a new boundary. You know? It's like, where did this call come from? So you do it when they call back and they complain and say, you know what, bro? Here's what we're going to do. I don't want to hear you complain anymore, but I want to help you out. So let's do a clarity through contrast worksheet. They won't know what that is. Victoria, can you tell us how to do that and what the result is? Now, this is really going to help them. How is it going to help your friend if you do a clarity through contrast worksheet with them?
Well, first so the clarity through contrast worksheet is where you make a list of all the things that you don't like, that you don't want, all of your contrast, all the negative
And they're good at that, right?
They're really good at that.
Because they're telling you on the phone. So you can actually be their secretary or scribe and say, Go ahead. I'll give you 3 minutes. Dump everything you don't like, and you're writing and writing. So that's good. Build lists of what you don't like.
People love to complain, talk about what they don't want and what they don't like. So just let them talk about it for, like you said, about a few minutes. And then as you're scribing each of those areas that they don't like or they don't want, you've got a list. So then you go back over it and you ask them, so what do you want? And that's the clarity. For each of the contrasts, you have them tell you what it is that they do want. And you might have to ask them a couple of times because people have a habit of saying what they do want in the phrasings of what they don't want. So you have to keep asking them, so what do you want? And it is, I've actually done a couple of coaching sessions just on this that literally took almost 45 minutes to get through. And it's an amazing process after a person actually goes through, and because they just feel so good now talking about what they do want.
That's right. And list of contrast you talked about,
yep.
That only takes 4 or 5 minutes.
Right, but then helping them
to what you do want is right, because they may say, well, I don't want people that are not positive. So what do you want? I guess I don't want people that are positive. Sometimes they still talk about, so that's the coach in us does that. And now you have a list of what they do want.
Exactly.
If you want to get a hold of these worksheets, you can go to HangoutWithMichael.com. At the very top, we've got all the different pages, links. There's one called Worksheet. We put it there yesterday. You can download the Clarity Through Contrast worksheet. And, your friends still might be a little annoyed at you at this point because you've expressed your boundary. And I know that you know what happens. When you go from contrast to clarity, what happens to them when they get the clarity? Because it's the first time ever. How are they starting to feel?
They're starting to feel good. It changes their vibration.
That's right. And now you've let them know this is how we're going to be from now on. And if they need to call somebody to complain, they can dial 1-800, call someone else. 1-800, call someone else. Remember, people will treat you the way you allow them to, and you need to train others how to treat you. So let's just review this again. Vibrational boundaries. Number 1, set it. You usually set the boundary through experience contrasting. Say, you know what, that's enough of that. From now on, well, that's setting the boundary. Then you need to communicate it. You need to express it. And then you need to maintain it. You just need to maintain it. And that is reminding your friend. Like, oh, okay. And you don't have to say, remember that time I told you not to complain? To say, so what do you want next time? What would you like instead? And that'll trigger that conversation. So I'm going to assign everybody the task of just deciding today. I know that you know who they are. Who's your energy drainer? Because energy drainers are always talking about what they don't want. They're always using the word don't, not, and no. And they're always complaining. And you're allowing that. You see, people don't bring you down. You lower your vibration to match theirs. And your only job is to mind your vibration. So what can you do to do that? Well, if you can't ping them away, then you need to train them how to treat you. Number 1, set the boundary. Number 2, express it. And number 3, be a support for them and maintain their boundary. So when they're going on, they start to complain again, remind them. Say, hey, let's do that little exercise. What do you want? And then eventually they'll call you and say, you know what, I'm having a challenge in my life. Can you help me get clarity? Boy, say yes if you love that phone call. Mm-hmm. That's much better than the complaining phone call. Okay, John, let's go take another peek out in the room. I'm going to find a couple people to say hello to.
Let's absolutely. So Hannah Ruth Appel says, thanks for the reminder to keep clearing away the manipulative energy vampires. Great comment. Yeah. Sylvia
Bellini wrote the expression, people will treat me the way I allow them to. Thanks, Sylvia. Yeah. Laura Hill asked the question 4 minutes ago, and I think I might have answered it. Her question is, what do you do when it's your parents? I know. That's what people say. Oh, you don't know my mama. You don't know my dad. I don't need to know them, but I need to know this works. And all of this will take courage. It'll take courage to communicate it and set it. So Laura Hill, the next time you're talking to your parents and they're complaining about something, be gentle and say, so Dad, what would you like instead? I know you don't like that, but what would you have? You don't have to say, so what do you want? You don't have to be cheeky about it. Just say, what would you like instead? And before you know it, their vibrations they don't know you're doing the clarity through contrast worksheet, but you are. Sig Brown is saying, yes, change yourself, and it's amazing how others around you change. This is an important sentence. Maybe, Sig, you can write this down.
Love that.
Others are responding to the vibration you're sending about them. I'll say it again. Others, that's other people, others are responding to the vibration that you're sending about them. Good. What else, John?
Krista Zwinga says, I learned so much listening to your past podcasts, and of course, Abraham Hicks. It works in a month, and I've transferred my life and who affects it. Thanks for being you.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Maybe transformed her life.
Good stuff. Yeah. I love that. You know, one of my top fulfillment needs, book number 3, is to influence people in a positive way. So that's very pleasing to hear that. I experience joy. My friend Caleb is saying, hello, everyone. Glad I could make today's session. Caleb, my hunch is that you might have somebody in your life, a workmate or somebody, that you need to set some boundaries with. Start asking what they want. It's Cindy Trost, if you're draining your energy, it needs to be replenished. Thank you. What else?
Barbara Rowing from the UK. Clarify, clarify, clarify.
That's right. What do you want? Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah. And Susan Arthur just joined a little bit late, but it's the time change. So we have to cater to our UK friends for until they catch up. Good. And Rami Carlin says, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm just scrolling through here to see who we haven't said hello to. Diane Marie Barnella. Good morning from Knightdale, North Carolina. Kim Whitner is with us. Good morning, Kim, saying hello. Hashtag deliberate from Rajesh. Hashtag matches from Rajesh.
Robert Schindel. Hi from the Philippines.
Hey, Robert. Good evening to you in the Philippines. Okay, Jeannie Brazel's joined us this morning.
Yeah, Barack Habby has joined us. What do you want?
Okay. I'm just seeing Christina's quote there. Carolyn Willman. My ex drained my energy for years as the divorce dragged on. I saw my life change as my energy changed and was no longer drained. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because if one person is draining, if you are given a lot of these plugs to one person, how can you be serving yourself in other ways? How can you be getting exchanges if you're giving all your energy away in a negative way? So nice to see you with us, Carolyn. Good morning. Jessica Suzanne Douglas says, haha, I know some vibrational busybodies for sure. Hashtag mind your vibration. And Jessica reminded us, people will treat you the way you allow them to. Hashtag train them. Okay, a couple
Erica
more,
Larson
John, and then
Hubbard.
we'll start to wrap up. Oh, there's lots
Erica Larson Hubbard says good morning from Everett, Washington.
Yeah, Rami Carlin saying good morning. Joyce Dent, good morning, Joyce. Good morning. Angela Sue Klingerberg. Hello, everyone. Carolyn, thank you for sharing this on your page. Hey, maybe that right person will read that today.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Good. I'm going to check to see what next week's episode. John, why don't you let people know about the show that you and I co-host, and then we'll hear from Victoria, and then I'm going to talk about what people can expect on next week's show. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, our show is the Emotion Code Bro show. So if you haven't, it's must watch. It's tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific or 12 noon Eastern or 4 p.m. UK time. And tomorrow is repetitive rituals. So Michael and I are going to be doing live sessions with someone that does have repetitive rituals. and help them out. Try and turn the dial down a bit, help them out, with, these rituals that they do around the house or at work or wherever in their lives.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And we're really looking for a couple of people to step up to the plate. Now, I'm working with a young woman right now out of Vancouver that has a number of repetitive rituals. Some of them are being cleaned up. It's a big process. So tomorrow we're looking for one little habit that you have. What is it? What's that little thing that you do that's repetitive ritual? And we're looking for 2 people to join us. So tomorrow, this Facebook Live page, tomorrow, 9 o'clock Pacific time, John and I are hosting that. Good stuff. Now that I have the list in front of me, let's see. Episode 234. Can I have more than one desire at a time?
Ooh.
You can, but there's a cost to that. I won't tell you what that is. You physically can. You can have 100 of them, but there's a cost to that. What is the cost? And how should you be doing it? So join us next week when we're going to talk about, can I have more than one desire at a time? Good. Victoria, thanks for joining us today. I know about your Growth Club. Tell people about that and how they can check that out, please.
Absolutely. So Personal Growth Club it's a personal breakthrough transformational system that helps you to become more aware and in touch with who you really are at the deepest level. It also helps you to just get rid of limiting beliefs and be able to create and establish goals. And it has tools and techniques to help you to actually achieve and realize your goals. And the way that you get into the program is through a free ebook that's available at personalgrowthclub.com/empowered.
Yeah, we can see your link below there, so
Yeah.
people can look for that. Yeah.
So just get my free ebook. It's all about how to live an empowered life. And once you have downloaded the ebook, you'll get the introduction video to what Personal Growth Club is all about. And it's an amazing program. It's been around for about 5 years. I've had many people graduate from the program and just feel 180 degrees different than they have, when they first joined. So check that out.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you for joining us again, Victoria.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. A quick little shout out. Cindy Griffin is saying, where's the worksheet? You can go to HangoutWithMichael.com and you'll see the words near the top. It says Law of Attraction, NLP, so on and so on, contact us. And there should be a tab there that says worksheets. Now that I'm saying it, I didn't really check it, but that's where it should be. If not, I will check after the class and see there. Hey, Daya Lewis is here. Hello, everyone. Came in late. We'll catch the replay. My biggest drainers from my old co-workers, and I was definitely sending negative vibes about them. But now, thanks to the Emotion Code Bros, clearing my creative insecurity, I'll be working in a new place next week.
Ooh.
Oh,
that was quick.
Nice.
Good news. Good news to hear that.
Yeah,
Hey,
opportunity
John,
blocks, yeah.
Yeah. Now, John, I know you have a really great program. You've been helping me just this week around the business, Law of Attraction for Business. Can you tell people what that is, please?
Yeah, and with the emotion code as well.
Emotion Code for Business, right, sorry.
Yeah, so helping people clear that resistance to opportunity, so opportunity to grow your business. So helping a lot of business owners, attract maybe like that networking referral, or a new place to work, something like that. You never know what's going to become available to you once you clear down those trapped emotions that are holding you back. And it works. Yeah, like you said, Michael, it works with you. Dia, it worked with her. She just said it like right now.
Yeah.
My loving partner, Pam, she just had this huge opportunity come up with her. It just in last fall, and her business is just blown up. Like, well, I should say it's thriving right now. She's changed clinics and just like so much happier, and income is getting better as well. So it's awesome for business
Happy
owners.
vibes
And I'll post
around
the
your
link
house.
too. Yeah. Yeah, and lots of opportunities now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good stuff, John. And John, we'll see you tomorrow on the Bros Show with our topic on repetitive rituals. Victoria, thanks for chilling out with us today. Let's say goodbye to our friends. I want to ask Victoria and John to go out into the comments below and answer some of your questions and post something. So if you want to connect with them, you can do that directly right on the comments. Let's say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.